to last, and still Pinaroo whipped them in towards the business end of things here, and it's now Champagne Spirit ranging up on the outside at the 2:20, and the rider went for the Doctor, and it raced away by 2 Ready Betty, followed by Amore Primus, who's now into the clear in the middle. They're well in the straight, 100 to go. Champagne Spirit led, but Amore Primus is booting through late. Home goes the favourite. Amore Primus too good for Champagne Spirit. Ready Betty, followed then by Plenty of Tigger. It'll be fourth. Further back in the field there when they pulled up to Marley, then came Struman, and back last of all was Pinaroo. So Amore Primus for Justin Stanley wins the prize. Horse 1 beats the 5 Champagne Spirit. Ready Betty third, 1-5-7. So 1, 5 and 7. Amore Primus, Justin Stanley, Jason Edwards. And as quick as Champagne Spirit went to the front with about 2:50 to go, you just spotted Amore Primus looking for a run through there in the middle. Got the run. One off the fence, charged to the front. And Amore Primus has gone on to win the thick end of the prize in the second event this afternoon. 5 second, which was Champagne Spirit, Manu Potgate Lee, Wanless, third in 7, Ready Betty, the leader for Adam Sewell, John Manselman, and we'll wait on the fourth result. 1-5-7, that'll be your result. Amore Primus, the cutest 3-year-old brown filly by Love Conquers All Out of Heavenly Angel. That is win 2 from 7 goes at Facing the Starter, and is owned by a rather large syndicate including D.A. Lease, DJ Ormisher, along with L.F. Robbins, L.D. Seaman, along with Miss F. Elliott, T.M. Hanley, C.M. Pobar, along with D. Pobar, B. Franklin, J.M. Douglas, Mrs. L. Berwick, B. Bartholomew, B. Cameron, J.L. Brown, S. Brown, J.T. DeMaria, along with N. Ulich and N.J. McKean and R.M. Lawson. Okay, so fourth result to follow.
The shorty gets up here in race number 2 at Kilcoy, and a good ride by Justin Stanley, just parked just behind the speed. Jason Edwards prepares Amore Primus, and she's a nice filly, this one, Jace.
Yeah, I really like her. She's a horse that's a natural for getting over a trip. I think you'll see her get up over further as time goes on. She's still probably a little bit soft where she's probably doesn't cope as well as I'd like, but I think another 12 months, I think you'll see a really nice horse from her.
We often see in these races at Kilcoy they're willing enough, and they were in that race. I mean, it's a small enough field, but they winged along, and you could see for the first half of that, like, Judd jumped and put her in the spot, but then midway through the race, she was only just on the bit. You could see that she didn't want to be sitting any closer.
No. Look, take my hat off to Judd. He rode her perfectly, and he was very patient on her. I was getting a little bit nervous. I get a bit scared when they're that short, and it took her a while to round them up. I don't think this is the track for her, but she got the job done in the end, which was good. Yeah,
and I guess what I was alluding to there is even just ridden a bit softer, you're not going to do it around this track, but on a bigger track and out to further and ridden a bit softer, she'll look even better again.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the best way to ride her. You've seen her first up. Judd rode her out the back. He didn't move on her. We spotted him a big head start, but she really made up a lot of ground, and I think, like you said, this sort of track you sort of got to be there, but in a perfect world when we get maybe take her back to town, I think we'll ride her a lot colder, and I think you'll see her finish off a lot better.
Jace, how good's the Corona hat? Outstanding.
It's nice, isn't it? It's a Christmas present. My son didn't think I'd wear it today. Everyone just told me, you got to take the hat off. But
absolutely, it is. Well done.
Thank you.
We'll have a chat to the steward wants to weigh Judd in. So do we want to wait for Judd? We can wait. Yeah, he's just going to jump off these scales, and we'll come and have a chat to him. He'll come and have a chat to us about Amore Primus. I think she's a nice filly going forward, and here is Justin Stanley, who gave Amore Primus the peach of a ride. And I was just saying to Jason Edwards there, Judd, that, you possibly were going out to a longer one next time. She looks like she'd appreciate being ridden a bit softer. I mean, round Kilcoy, you don't want to be too far back, but she looked like she was only just on the bit where she was.
That's what I said to the owner, Sammy. Look, she drew the good gate, and Kilcoy and the sort of class race it was, I sort of probably had her out of her comfort zone a little bit, but she was going good enough to just hold that spot. And then, come to the turn, I had a lap full of horse from the 400, and I just need a bit of luck. You know, if you wait 9 times out of 10, something will either drop off or run off the track at Kilcoy. And I was lucky enough to get the split around the turn, and she was too good for him.
What about at the 400 there, where you had a bit in the tank, and it just looked like for a few strides there, maybe it might not break up like you wanted it to. I thought, well, Judd's going to be edgy now. I think he needs something to happen here, but sure enough, they did.
Yeah, it did. Look, I was getting a little bit nervous there, just coming to the turn, and it was probably like the last point possible where one finally rolled out and dropped off enough where I could get out and go, you know. But I was close enough that I thought if I can get out just at the top of the straight, it's only a short straight, but I was going to be too good for him.
She looks like she's going to make up all right and obviously get out to a trip.
Yeah, she raced really well first up. I rode at Ipswich, and I come back and said to Jace, I said, look, I said, she'll nearly win next day. I won't declare, I said, but she'll be really hard to beat. It was a really good run, and, you know, she drew wide, had to go too far back and knocked up and still got beat probably 3.5 in a really good field, you know. So I think you'll be right when she gets out a little bit further and she can be ridden a little bit more conservatively.
And great, a lot of the connections could be here today.
Yeah, no, there was a big crew, mate, so it was good.
Well done, Justin.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Sammy.
There is Justin Stanley taking out race number 2 today on Amore Primus. Yeah, she's going to be all right when she gets out over 2,000 and maybe even further, Jace. I like her.
That's all right, doesn't she? Left Conker's all filly. Very impressive today, and you're right. We'll keep an eye on her and follow her throughout her career as the distances increase. So 1,576. Thanks, Sam. We have correct weight on the second event of the day. Right, now is 4th race. It'll be the first leg of the quaddie coming up